Member for Powell River Sunshine Coast.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Earlier this month, Mr. Speaker, the Minister for Children and Families announced a $10 million cut to community social services agencies. They're already reeling from a lack of funding to provide programming for vulnerable children in this province. And now we have an added cost that this government seems to be flip-flopping all over, unable to come up with a response that they think is going to satisfy anyone. Well, they're right. Mr. Speaker, as we speak, there are organizations in this province that are planning program cuts to children who are vulnerable, including children who've been sexually abused, children who've witnessed violence, youth in transition, and the list goes on. Will this minister finally tell the people of this province, and in particular those agencies, what they're going to do to make sure their programs aren't going to be cut?
Minister of Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It was a little unclear from the member's question whether he was following up on his colleague's earlier question with regard to the pension fund. But as I said, we will live up to our obligations, and we will negotiate provisions in good faith with between the bargaining, the employers' representatives and the union representatives. And on the basis of the collective agreement that will be hopefully successfully concluded at the earliest opportunity, we will be able to determine exactly how we can proceed going forward.
Member has supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, to make it more clear, will the minister or anybody, any minister, make sure that no programs will be cut because of this government's inability to come up with an agreement to provide proper funding for these community social services agencies? Will he say right now whether or not his decision is going to have a negative impact by cutting programs available to children because of funding for the municipal pension plan?
Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have increased funding to the Ministry of Children and Family over the last few years. Mr. Speaker, there is more support in the budget this year for those agencies, and until such time as the collective agreement process is concluded and we can determine exactly how the cost will be imposed, Mr. Speaker, it is not possible at this stage to determine exactly how that will be, because we owe it to the respect of the collective bargaining process to allow those issues to be determined at the bargaining table.